Hi everyone, this is Heather Lawton from the Flourish.Academy. This is episode 304, and we have a photographer friend over in our community group that is experiencing a bit of a situation, and we are going to help her. Therefore, as you watch this video, if you have any advice or comments, kind ones, please leave them below, and let's help her get through this unpleasant situation. I'm going to read you the message, and then we can talk about it. She says, I have a question. I received an email from a client today stating that they were unhappy with their photos due to the shadows that are off to one side. I had a large umbrella to the right and a large window to the left, and they are asking for a full refund. I didn't see an issue with the shadow as it gave depth to a flat background. I have offered to fix the images and sent them an example. They are refusing the fix and still demanding a refund. Now my question is, do I give them a full refund even though they did receive the product in flash drive and I had to rent a studio space for the hour and a half because they did not want to do it in their home? Or do I give them a partial refund, session cost minus the rental fee and the flash drive? What do I do? With a whole bunch of question marks. I'm so upset and torn. I've attached photos of the original and the fixed. I've been in business for 6 years. I've never had uncooperative clients. Okay, and she goes on to explain. And so if I don't want to show this on the video, the photo, make sure you're in our community group. If you want to see it, it's a private group where we help one another, support. That's what we're doing here. The photo is in a studio with a dark gray backdrop. And again, she had said there's umbrella lighting on the left, window or on the right, window on the left, and there are some shadows in the background. The fixed image looks really good. The lighting could have been a little bit better, but it's fine. It's nothing to complain about. So I'm thinking that these people are just either unhappy with their photos or with themselves or with the experience. Who knows? There could be a plethora of reasons, but the first thing I would ask is, do you have a contract or terms and conditions that they sign off on? And you may not, and that's okay. A lot of portrait photographers don't, but you probably should. And it should probably say something about refunds. And then it becomes not an emotional decision, not a back and forth. It becomes a black and white business case scenario where you say, pursuant to the terms in the contract, or according to the contract, we have this. And then they can look at that and kind of settled at that point. If you don't have that, then yeah, we're going to run into some issues here where you have to deal with an upset client. My opinion, by the way, you can run your business however you would like. I am personally not in the business of writing checks back to clients. I never have, and I don't plan to. Would I give them a full or partial refund? Absolutely not. I would not. However, I would fall all over myself to make it right because okay, they're never going to like me. I get that. That's how I would look at it. They're not a fan. They're never going to use me again. That's okay. But I want to make it right to the point where they leave feeling at least satisfied that I've heard them. So I would be empathetic. I would talk through with them. And by the way, this 100% without question has to take place on the phone. You cannot continue to do this through email. Now, I would have a phone conversation and then I would follow it up with an email detailing exactly what we discussed so I had it in writing. That's just the prudent thing to do. But I would have a conversation, and that conversation would be very one-sided. That is, I would say, hi, this is Heather. How can I help you? And then I would shut up. Zip it. You need to just listen. And whatever she says, instead of getting defensive or getting your feelings or your ego hurt, which is what we tend to do, then you need to say, oh, what does that look like to you? Or how did that happen? Or what could I have done better? So I would just listen and ask questions. Listen and ask questions. You cannot get defensive. Our tendency, and I'm not saying that this photographer would, I happen to know her very well, I don't think she would, but in general, that's just our human nature to defend ourselves. Like, hey, you were the one that was late, I don't know, making that up, or you're the one that picked the background, or you're the one that wanted the studio. That's projection, and you can't do it. You have to be empathetic, you have to listen, you have to address those concerns specifically and not try to deny what she's thinking or feeling, because that will never work. You will not convince her otherwise. What would I do to make it right? Well, after listening, I would see if there is, could I offer a reshoot? Oh, I really hesitate to do that. Probably not. But is there a way I could offer her a product? So I might say, hey, could I interest you in, I'd like to give you a free standout or gallery wrap or something small. So you're not spending a ton of money. Maybe it's a small press printed book if it were a session with a lot of images. This probably wasn't because it was studio, but is there something small, a product that you could offer her, and then when you send that product, you write the nicest note of your life, and you explain that you want her to be happy. That's the goal, and that's why you're upset, truly, is because you want her to feel good about her session and about you. But in terms of offering a full or partial refund, negative. It's just not going to happen. If you delivered what you said you would deliver, and it's congruent with what you show on your Facebook page or your website, then you have essentially fulfilled the terms of the contract or the terms and services. I hope you have those, but again, if you don't, you just, in either regard, you need to pick up the phone. This is a very difficult conversation to have, I realize this, but once you do it, you realize you won't die, it'll be okay, and it might turn out better than you think. Maybe she just needs to talk through something, and as you listen and you empathize, all of a sudden, you gain a friend. So this can turn around, this can be great. This could be a great experience. You could turn it around, and then you could have someone that's loyal to you for life. I don't know, crazier things have happened. But whenever you're faced with situations like this that feel like a struggle or you don't want to deal with, this is what I want you to say. I want you to hear my voice in your head. Something bad happens, good, because it's going to make you better next time. It's going to make you stronger. You're going to have better terms and conditions. You're going to talk to your clients differently. You're going to communicate better, and you're going to be prepared in case this scenario comes up again. It will make you stronger, faster, better. Good. I'm glad this happened to you. I hope that you found this useful. I'll see you in the next video.